Kelly Weinersmith, A City on Mars, Can We Settle Space? Should we settle space? And have we really thought this through? In A City on Mars, Kelly Weinersmith embarks on a thoughtful exploration of humanity's potential to colonize outer space. Amid skyrocketing interest and billionaire ambition, the book delves into crucial questions about the reasons and realities of settling beyond Earth. Readers will uncover the fallacies behind popular arguments about extraterrestrial colonization, evaluate the feasibility of establishing human outposts on the Moon or Mars, and grapple with the biological, legal, and ethical challenges of living and reproducing in the cosmos. With a blend of scientific insight and critical analysis, this book challenges the notion that space dreams are within easy reach, urging a pause to reconsider before boldly venturing into the final frontier.
Rethinking Space Settlement. Feeling fed up with Earth and its mounting challenges? You're not alone in eyeing the cosmos for a fresh start, especially with companies like SpaceX promising a future of space travel and Mars vacations. But before packing your bags for another planet, let's unpack some popular myths. The idea that we can sidestep Earth's problems and find bliss in the stars is appealing but flawed. Space is not just inhospitable, it's lethal. Mastering a new planet's environment is a monumental task given our ongoing struggle with Earth's own ecosystem. The notion of ending wars by expanding space settlements is equally problematic. Wars often have deep-rooted causes tied to specific lands, not merely a shortage of space. Material wealth from celestial mining sounds attractive, but history teaches that newfound resources seldom lead to equal prosperity. Remember when aluminum was more valuable than gold, only to become commonplace once it was easy to produce? Amidst the misconceptions, two sound reasons for venturing into space stand out: enhancing humanity's resilience against existential threats and our inherent urge to explore. Yet, even these notions demand nuanced approaches and governance. Constructing self-sustaining colonies that can survive without Earth support involves daunting economical, political, and physiological hurdles. Advocates often overlook these complexities, preferring to focus on utopian visions. Consider the example of SpaceX's Starlink satellite network, which once controversially claimed Martian jurisdiction outside Earth-based governance, despite existing international regulations. This illustrates the potential legal and political chaos awaiting us off-world. Space expansion promises much but carries inherent challenges demanding scrutiny. A realistic outlook on space colonization is crucial before we eagerly climb aboard a rocket. Let's investigate these hurdles together. Choosing a cosmic home. Imagine a world where human settlement drifts beyond Earth, expanding to new cosmic homes among the stars. Begin with the Moon, a tantalizing neighbor merely 385,000 kilometers away. Its proximity and our prior visits make it an attractive option. Yet, harsh realities quickly surface. The Moon's environment, cloaked in regolith, threatens both our lungs and equipment. Without a protective atmosphere, radiation and meteorites freely bombard its terrain. Temperature swings from scorching to freezing intensify this cosmic hostility, offering no warm welcome. Turn your gaze to Mars, the red planet that increasingly beckons as a possible haven. Mars offers water and carbon, crucial for cultivating life in extraterrestrial soil. With days and seasons mirroring Earth's, a sense of familiarity forms on its crimson plains. However, danger whispers through its percolate-laden landscape, where toxic dust and planet-wide storms cast long, lethal shadows. The 6-month journey from Earth further complicates rescue and resupply missions. Then, imagine residing inside rotating space stations, those imaginative feats of engineering floating amidst the stars. Vast windows reveal the cosmos' splendor as you stroll through zero-gravity parks. Yet, these celestial refuges face their own hurdles. Constructing such habitats demands significant resources, stretching logistical and financial feasibilities. Within these confines, instability and motion sickness loom as lurking problems. Where, then, does humanity stake its claim? Each option dangles unique challenges and fleeting promises. The Moon presents a harsh mistress, enticing yet fraught with peril. Mars offers potential but demands resilience and innovation against its dusty, stormy recesses. Space stations may offer breathtaking views but require technological leaps and substantial investment. Our solar system, with its harsh and unwelcoming worlds, does not readily yield a welcoming abode. Still, with patience and technological advancements, perhaps one day, a new home will emerge. But even with a perfect cosmic nest, the journey to become interstellar residents will only mark the start of our next great challenge in the celestial quest. Realities of space colonization. Imagine the thrill of exploring new planets, setting up shop beyond Earth, and expanding human frontiers. But hold that thought, it's a daunting venture, more complex than camping on foreign soil. Colonizing other planets involves battling toxic soil, managing rugged terrains, and coping with material instabilities and a lack of breathable air. Add to that the incessant bombardment of cosmic radiation, and one realizes the magnitude of the challenge. Survival hinges on creating Earth-like environments within sealed habitats, buried under meters of protective, and possibly toxic, materials. This necessity leads us to envision inflating pressurized habitats on the planetary surfaces, though thriving greenhouses and domes remain a sci-fi dream. Lava tubes could offer caves to shield from harm, granted we secure sustainable energy solutions. Solar panels spark interest but pose logistical nightmares given their maintenance needs and most planets' distance from the Sun. Nuclear reactors might power our celestial outposts, yet they come with earthly issues, including waste management. Crucially, a closed-loop life support system recycling air, water, and waste is indispensable. Composting in space, though far from glamorous, becomes vital in maintaining an ecosystem. Dietary needs could be met by genetically modified insects and lab-grown meat, yet they demand substantial resources, pushing us toward more easily cultivated greenery that may take peculiar forms due to differing gravities. However, even if technology hurdles are cleared, a critical challenge remains: social dynamics within confined spaces. Biosphere 2, an ambitious closed ecosystem experiment in Arizona during the late 1980s, showed how mimicking Earth's complex systems posed unforeseen challenges. More telling was how interpersonal conflicts, born out of isolation and privacy deprivation, affected the crew of 8. This historical project underscores that space settlers might live like ants, ensconced in radiation-proof bunkers, contending with hazardous terrain, relying on alternative nutrition solutions, all while navigating the psychological pressures akin to reality TV scenarios. So the dream of settling on glossy dome-topped planets might fade, revealing the gritty reality of interstellar survival. The ultimate human endeavor shifted from poetic exploration to tenacious endurance. Spaceborn Challenges. Venturing into the cosmos requires more than just launching rockets. It demands understanding how to sustain and expand human life beyond our planet. While the ambition to populate other planets is captivating, it comes with formidable hurdles, particularly reproductive ones. Conceiving and raising healthy children in space may be science fiction for now, but it's a topic that warrants critical examination. Space travel fraught with challenges like radiation exposure and the absence of gravity isn't just hostile to existing humans, it poses profound threats to creating new life. These hardships impact everything from sperm production to embryonic development, yet our knowledge remains limited. The longest anyone has stayed in space is just over a year, insufficient for discerning long-term reproductive viability. Enthusiastic advocates contend that in the absence of definite risks, reproduction in space is feasible. Nonetheless, numerous animal studies paint a grim picture, highlighting developmental shortcomings and abnormalities in spaceborne offspring, from mice to salamanders. Genetic enhancements are often touted as potential solutions, but they invite moral quandaries. Should humans be altered to endure space, or should nature determine which children of the cosmos thrive? Before establishing orbital nurseries, scientific rigor is essential. Long-term studies on animals, regular female astronaut missions to gather critical data, and innovations like simulated gravity and radiation shields could be pivotal. Yet, as captivating as imaginary space nurseries and artificial wombs might be, caution is prudent. Aspiring to produce spaceborn children should begin with foundational science. Why not focus on gradual, ethical research before leaping into extraterrestrial parenthood dreams? It's a question of responsibly pacing our ambitions, ensuring that any venture into celestial reproduction is grounded in sound science and ethical integrity. Navigating space's legal frontier. Navigating through the labyrinth of space law reveals complexities that far surpass our earthly legal systems. With the expansion of space exploration and commercial ventures, the decades-old Outer Space Treaty, OST, struggles to keep pace. Crafted in 1967 by the US, UK, and Soviet Union, the OST sets foundational rules: no national sovereignty over celestial bodies and a ban on space-based weapons of mass destruction. Yet, its ambiguous language allows room for military presence on the moon and unchecked mineral extraction by private companies, stirring international disputes, particularly between Russia and the United States. The OST's guidelines also create confusion over liability. For example, if a company like SpaceX launches a rocket from another nation's territory, the responsible party for any resulting damage remains unclear. Historically, these legal gaps have often favored resource exploitation rather than conservation, with individual claims over lunar assets exploiting these loopholes. Nations like the US, Russia, and China have skirted non-contamination rules, destroying their satellites with negligible repercussions. Although the absence of nuclear arms and military installations in space suggests some level of adherence to the OST, the future holds greater risks as space access broadens. Tensions could escalate if, for instance, the US were to establish a permanent presence on the moon, provoking strategic anxieties from countries like China. Satellites, already integral to terrestrial conflicts, underscore the creeping militarization of space. Without modernized legal frameworks, vague treaty terms might soon trigger crises among dominant spacefaring nations. Beyond the legal realm lies an unchanged reality: the harshness of space makes sustainable living beyond Earth a formidable challenge. Despite dreams of extraterrestrial colonies, the formidable costs, health challenges, and dependence on Earth mean that such settlements would remain intrinsically tied to our planet. Our visions of escaping terrestrial strife remain largely utopian. The universe, much like a mirror, reflects back our own terrestrial troubles, despite its wide expanses. As Kelly and Zach Weinersmith's insights in A City on Mars suggest, venturing into space holds both the allure of discovery and the burden of unresolved earthly dilemmas.
Weinersmith's compelling examination in A City on Mars underscores the complexities of establishing human life beyond Earth. While the allure of space settlement is undeniably captivating, the book presents a grounded perspective on the logistical, ethical, and existential challenges inherent in such an endeavor. By dispelling myths and confronting stark realities, from hostile environments and resource constraints to the profound implications of space law and reproduction, readers gain a nuanced understanding of what it truly means to conquer new worlds. Ultimately, the work invites reflection on whether we are genuinely prepared to tackle these immense challenges, highlighting the need for more research, collaboration, and responsibility before taking our next great leap into the cosmos.